it's in great shape, and I think the ladies are going to have a great time here this week.
Ken Stasiewich has been at Priddis Greens for 17 years. He's the head associate pro in charge of day-to-day operations.
Ten's a very nice view looking down. You hit down, most ladies are going to be probably hitting 3 woods on that tee, making sure they don't get into the rough. Yeah, so when it runs downhill into the rough. Again, it's a pretty easy hole. They'll be hitting the sandwich probably into that green. It's an opportunity for them to make birdie. 11's a great hole. There's a big gully in front. It's probably playing, as long as it'll play, is about 165, and it's a long skinny green, bunkers on the right hand side, and I think that'll be a very challenging hole for the ladies, being a shorter hole, but it's a beautiful hole with great views. 12 can be a long par 5 or a shorter par 5, depends if they play it right at the back or if they play it on the up tees. It's pretty straightforward. There is a fairway bunker and bunkers around the green, but it's a pretty straightforward hole. I see most of the ladies probably laying up with having a full wedge in. 13 is probably my favorite hole. It's probably the signature hole of the tournament course. It's a long par 4, creek all the way up the left-hand side with a pond in front and to the left. Big green, long hole. I think the ladies are going to find us a challenging hole. 14 is a pretty straightforward. It's a straightaway par 4 with bunkers on the left-hand side and right-hand side and fairway. Bunkers surrounding the green. There is a tough pin in the back left-hand side that's very hard to get to. You get aggressive on that pin, you can go long, and the grass is long back there, so it's very challenging. 15 is a very short hole. It's a par 3. Probably plays, longest it'll play is about 1 1/4. Pretty straightforward hole. Just got to make sure you're long enough so you're not in the water. 16 this is where you start going back uphill towards the clubhouse, and there is a fairway bunker that ladies hopefully they can clear it and shorten up the hole, but if not, it's uphill before the bunker to the right hand side where the opening is, and if they don't get over that bunker or over that hump, then they're going to have a long approach shot to a very challenging green with lots of tiers and undulations and a lot of tricky pin placements. 17 is a dogleg right, creek on the right hand side, lots of bunkers on both sides. It's probably going to be a 3-wood for them, and just laying up to around the 140, 150 range, and very small green that they're going to have to go to with, again, a lot of tiers, two big tiers on the top and bottom. The pin's back left, very small area, and again, a lot of bad things can happen if you get long there or short. Par 5 finishing, beautiful hole, uphill all the way. The longer hitters might be able to reach it in 2, but there are bunkers in front of the green. There's a very strategic bunker about 80, 90 yards out that if you go in there when you're trying to lay up, it's going to make that hole. It's a very challenging, tough 80-yard shot if you do end up in that bunker.